Have you ever noticed how some days just feel heavier? Maybe your muscles ache a little more, or you wake up feeling less refreshed than the day before. You might brush it off as just getting older, something we all expect as time goes by. But what if it's not just age? What if there's more behind those small discomforts that quietly steal your comfort and freshness every day? It's easy to overlook these little things, thinking they're just normal signs of growing older. Yet, sometimes it's the smallest habits we don't even think about that make the biggest difference. You're not alone in feeling this way. Many of us share these quiet struggles, and it's okay to wonder if there's a better way. In this video, I'm going to share 8 simple self-care upgrades that can bring real, noticeable comfort back into your life. These aren't complicated routines or expensive treatments. Just gentle changes you can start today that make a big difference. So stay with me, because by the end, you might find the key to feeling fresher and more comfortable every single day. If you are not subscribed, subscribe and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now, let's begin. Upgrade 1. Choose soft, breathable, comfortable underwear. Let's take a moment to think about something so ordinary, so everyday, that most of us hardly give it a second thought. Our underwear. If you're like most women, you probably reach for whatever is at the top of your drawer each morning. Maybe an old favorite, maybe the same style you've worn for years, maybe even something that's not quite as comfortable as you'd like. It's easy to overlook how much this simple choice affects the way we feel, hour after hour, day after day. Have you ever found yourself adjusting your waistband, feeling a bit itchy, or maybe just slightly uncomfortable but chalking it up to just how it is these days? Maybe you even accepted that a little irritation, a little bunching, or some minor chafing is simply part of getting older. After all, there are so many things on our minds: health, family, staying active, and keeping up with the world. Underwear is hardly the first thing we worry about. But here's a gentle question to consider. What if those small moments of discomfort aren't simply a part of aging? What if something as simple as your underwear could quietly be making your days less pleasant than they need to be? It's a surprising idea, but many women are living with daily irritation or mild skin issues that are entirely preventable, and it all starts with what's next to your skin. As we get older, our skin changes in ways that aren't always obvious until we notice the difference. Skin becomes thinner and more sensitive, less able to bounce back from friction or harsh fabrics. Sweat glands may not work the same way, so our skin may get dry in some places and stay damp in others. According to dermatologists, wearing the wrong kind of underwear, especially synthetic fabrics like nylon, polyester, or lace, can trap heat and moisture, leading to itching, irritation, and even infections. Tight elastic or rough seams can dig into delicate skin, leaving red marks or even tiny sores that take longer to heal as we age. Science backs this up. Studies show that natural fibers like 100% cotton are far better at allowing your skin to breathe, absorbing excess moisture, and reducing the risk of fungal or bacterial growth. Cotton also tends to be much gentler, with softer fibers that don't rub or scratch. Breathability is more than a buzzword. It's about real comfort, and it has a direct effect on how healthy your skin stays day after day. So what can you do if you realize your underwear might be holding you back from true comfort? The solution is so simple that it might feel almost too easy. Choose soft, breathable, and comfortable underwear, preferably made from 100% cotton. Look for labels that mention no side seams or tagless to prevent extra friction. Make sure your underwear isn't too tight. Elastic that hugs too closely can irritate or even leave marks that last for hours. And if you notice that your underwear feels damp by midday, or if you find yourself itching more than usual, it might be time for a change. This isn't about throwing out every pair you own and replacing your whole drawer overnight. You can start small. Maybe try 1 or 2 new pairs of high-quality cotton underwear and wear them on days when you'll be out and about or active. Notice how your skin feels at the end of the day. Are you less itchy? Do you feel fresher? That's the real test, and your body will quietly thank you for making this change. I want to share a quick story that might sound familiar. One of our viewers, Nancy from Minnesota, wrote in to say that for years, she had always bought whatever underwear was on sale. Usually synthetic blends, mostly because she thought, underwear is underwear. Who cares? She noticed, however, that she was dealing with more frequent irritation and even some mild infections that her doctor said could be related to sweat and friction. After watching a segment about fabric choices, she decided to invest in just a few pairs of soft, pure cotton briefs. Within a week, she noticed her skin felt less irritated, and over the next month, she even slept better, not waking up itchy or uncomfortable at night. Nancy said, "I never thought something so small could make me feel so much better, but it did. I wish I'd made the change years ago." So if you're watching this and thinking, is it worth it? The answer is yes, it is. Our comfort matters, no matter our age. You deserve to feel good in your skin, and no detail is too small when it comes to caring for yourself. Choosing soft, breathable underwear is a gift you give yourself every single day. A little act of kindness that pays off in ways you might not expect. Maybe today is the perfect day to open that underwear drawer, take a second look, and treat yourself to the comfort you truly deserve. You're worth it. Every gentle, thoughtful upgrade you make is another step towards a fresher, more comfortable, and more confident you. Upgrade 2. Use gentle, fragrance-free cleansers. Let's talk about something that seems simple but touches every part of your daily life. The products you use to clean your skin. Most of us grew up with the idea that clean should mean a fresh, strong scent. Maybe a flowery bar of soap or a body wash that fills the bathroom with perfume. For years, we've trusted these familiar brands and their promises, not giving much thought to the long list of ingredients or how our skin really feels afterward. Maybe it's nostalgia, or maybe it's just habit. But for many women, that morning or evening shower isn't complete without a lather of suds and a burst of fragrance. But if you pause for a moment, have you ever noticed how your skin feels a little tight or itchy after you step out of the shower? Maybe your arms or legs look a bit dry, or you've started to see more redness or flaking, especially in areas that used to be soft and smooth. If you're like many women over 60, you might brush this off as just aging or the price of getting older. You might even add more scented lotions afterward, trying to put the moisture back. But here's an idea that might surprise you. What if the real problem isn't your age, but the cleansers you use every single day? What if all those perfumes, dyes, and harsh chemicals, so common in soaps, body washes, and even intimate cleansers, are quietly stripping your skin of the gentle balance it needs to stay healthy and comfortable? It's an easy thing to overlook, but it can make a huge difference. As we age, our skin naturally becomes thinner, drier, and more delicate. According to dermatologists, the natural oil barrier that protected us in our younger years is now weaker. Strong detergents, foaming agents, and synthetic fragrances in ordinary cleansers can wash away what little moisture is left, leaving skin vulnerable to irritation, redness, and even infections. For intimate areas, using products with heavy scents or antibacterial chemicals can upset the natural balance of good bacteria, causing itching, discomfort, or worse. Science has a lot to say about this. Clinical studies show that the best way to care for mature skin is to use gentle, fragrance-free cleansers, ones without unnecessary additives or harsh surfactants. Gentle cleansers protect your skin's natural pH and oil layer, helping it retain moisture and stay resilient against dryness, chafing, and irritation. The absence of fragrance isn't just about avoiding allergic reactions. It's about letting your skin breathe and heal, especially in sensitive areas that need a little extra kindness. Making this change doesn't require turning your life upside down. The next time you're shopping, take a moment to read the labels. Look for phrases like fragrance-free, for sensitive skin, or gentle cleanser. Avoid products with long lists of unpronounceable chemicals or bold promises about long-lasting scents. Instead, Opt for brands that are recommended by dermatologists for mature or sensitive skin. There are plenty of choices now, many of them affordable and easy to find. In practical terms, using a gentle, fragrance-free cleanser is as simple as swapping out your old body wash or bar soap for something new. Use warm, not hot, water. Lather gently, no need to scrub. Afterward, pat your skin dry with a soft towel and follow with a fragrance-free moisturizer if your skin feels dry. For intimate hygiene, plain water or a cleanser specifically designed for sensitive areas is usually best. Again, fragrance-free is the way to go. I'd like to share a true story from someone in our community. Margaret, who's 72 and lives in Ohio, wrote to me about her years of struggling with itchy, irritated skin. She had tried all sorts of creams and ointments, even prescription treatments, but nothing seemed to really help. It wasn't until her daughter suggested looking at her soap that Margaret realized she'd been using a heavily scented bar for years out of habit. I never thought about it. My mother used the same soap, and it smelled so nice, Margaret shared. But once I switched to a gentle, unscented cleanser, the change was incredible. My skin felt softer within days, and the constant itchiness finally stopped. I felt like myself again, comfortable in my skin. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. It's a reminder that sometimes the smallest changes can bring the biggest relief. You don't have to settle for discomfort, and you certainly don't have to keep using products just because you always have. You have the power to choose what goes on your body, and those choices add up, day by day, to a happier, healthier you. So, if you've been struggling with dry, itchy, or sensitive skin, why not give a gentle, fragrance-free cleanser a try? It's one of the simplest self-care upgrades you can make, and the benefits last long beyond the shower. Remember, self-care isn't about luxury. It's about respecting your body and giving it what it truly needs, especially as you age. Every step you take towards a gentler kinder routine is a step towards feeling fresher and more comfortable. Not just today, but every day ahead. You deserve it. Upgrade 3. Keep your intimate area dry and change clothes when sweaty. There are moments in the day, especially as we get older, when comfort seems just a bit harder to hold on to. Maybe you notice a subtle feeling of dampness, a hint of irritation, or even a mild odor that wasn't there before. It's easy to brush these sensations aside, thinking, well, that's just how things are at my age, or I probably just overdid it in the garden this morning. But here's the truth. Those small signs of discomfort are not just a normal part of getting older. They're often signals from your body, gently asking you to pay closer attention. So let me ask you something you might not have considered in a long time. Have you ever noticed how your comfort changes after even a little bit of sweating, whether it's from a brisk walk, a warm afternoon, or even just moving around the house? And do you ever stay in the same clothes, telling yourself it's not a big deal? For so many women, these habits have become second nature. After all, changing clothes just for a little sweat seems unnecessary. But what if this one small decision, to stay in damp clothes, makes a bigger impact on your well-being than you ever imagined? Let's look at what's happening, scientifically and practically. As we age, our skin becomes thinner and more sensitive, especially in intimate areas that don't get as much fresh air. Sweat itself is mostly water, but it also contains salts, natural oils, and a little bit of waste that our bodies need to expel. When sweat stays on the skin, especially in folds and covered places, it creates a warm, moist environment. Exactly the kind of setting where bacteria and yeast love to grow. These microbes can quickly multiply, leading to irritation, itching, or even infections. The risk is even higher for women after menopause, as hormonal changes make the skin and natural defenses more fragile. Most people don't realize how quickly this can happen. In just an hour or two, especially on a humid or hot day, sweat-soaked fabric against your skin can start to break down your skin's protective barrier. It's like leaving a wet towel in a warm place. Pretty soon, you get that musty smell. Now imagine that same environment against your body all day long. That's why doctors and women's health experts always recommend keeping the intimate area as dry and clean as possible, especially after any activity that causes you to sweat, even a little. The solution, thankfully, isn't complicated or expensive. It starts with simply tuning in to how your body feels throughout the day. If you notice dampness or a feeling of stickiness, don't wait. Take a moment to change into fresh, dry clothes. Choose underwear made from breathable materials like cotton, which absorbs moisture and lets air circulate, instead of trapping sweat. And if you know you're going to be active, maybe gardening, walking, or playing with the grandkids, consider bringing along a spare pair of underwear or light clothing so you can change when needed. You don't need to make this a chore or feel embarrassed about it. This is a practical, loving way to care for yourself, just as you'd encourage your children or grandchildren to change out of sweaty sports uniforms. For those who worry about leakage or incontinence, which is so common and nothing to be ashamed of, changing clothes often and using gentle, absorbent pads can make a world of difference in staying comfortable and avoiding rashes or irritation. Let me share a story from someone who made this simple change. Ruth, a lively 70-year-old from Florida, always loved her morning walks along the beach. She noticed, though, that by lunchtime, she often felt itchy or a little sore, especially during the warm, humid months. For a long time, she thought it was just her age or the Florida heat. But after a conversation with her doctor, she started packing an extra pair of underwear in her bag and making it a point to change after her walk. The difference was immediate: less irritation, more confidence, and a sense of freshness that lasted the whole day. I realized I deserved to feel good, not just make do, Ruth shared. Something so small turned into one of the best habits I've picked up in years. So if you're listening and you recognize yourself in Ruth's story, or even if you're just a little curious, think about how you could make this change part of your daily routine. It's not about perfection. It's about noticing those little moments when your comfort could be improved. Keeping your intimate area dry and changing clothes when sweaty is an act of kindness toward yourself, a gentle way to support your health and your happiness. Remember, the little things do add up. Taking care of your comfort is not a luxury. It's a basic right, and you deserve it every single day. With just a few mindful choices, you can feel fresher, healthier, and more at ease, no matter what the day brings. Upgrade 4. Modify bathing habits. Avoid hot water and long baths. There's something so comforting about a hot bath or a long, steamy shower, isn't there? For many of us, it's a cherished daily ritual, a way to ease tired muscles, wash away the worries of the day, or simply claim a few quiet moments just for ourselves. Maybe you even grew up believing that the hotter the water, the cleaner you'd be. That lovely warmth soaking into your bones feels like an embrace, especially on chilly mornings or after a day spent gardening, walking, or simply keeping up with life. But have you ever stepped out of a hot shower and noticed your skin feeling tight, almost squeaky, or even a little itchy? Maybe you spot small, dry patches here and there, or find yourself reaching for the lotion more and more often. Most women chalk this up to just dry skin or getting older. It's easy to overlook, thinking that dryness is simply another part of aging. But what if your bathing habits, not your age, are quietly making your skin less comfortable and healthy than it could be? Here's something most of us never learned when we were young. As we age, our skin changes in ways that make it more vulnerable to heat and dryness. The natural oils that kept our skin plump and resilient in our younger years slowly decreased. Hot water, especially when used for long periods, strips away those precious oils, leaving skin even more delicate and prone to irritation. Dermatologists explain that every time you soak in very hot water or linger too long in the shower, you're removing not just dirt but the protective barrier your skin desperately needs. This effect is even stronger for mature skin, which takes longer to heal and replenish moisture. But it's not just about feeling dry. When the skin's natural barrier is disrupted, it can't defend itself as well against irritants, allergens, or even mild infections. You may notice redness, more frequent itching, or patches of flaky skin, sometimes in the most sensitive areas. Over time, This can even make conditions like eczema or dermatitis more likely to appear or worsen. So, what's the solution? The good news is you don't have to give up the relaxing ritual of bathing altogether. You simply need to make a few gentle adjustments. Start by lowering the temperature of your water. Warm, not hot, is best. Think of water that feels comfortable but never stings or makes your skin turn red. If you're in doubt, test the water with your wrist or elbow, which are more sensitive than your hands. Next, try to keep your baths and showers shorter. 10 minutes is often enough to get clean and refreshed without over-drying your skin. Instead of long soaks, focus on a quick, gentle cleanse. Use mild, fragrance-free soaps and apply them with your hands or a soft washcloth. There's no need to scrub hard or use harsh sponges. The skin on your arms, legs, and especially intimate areas needs tenderness, not abrasion. After bathing, pat your skin dry with a soft towel rather than rubbing, and while your skin is still slightly damp, seal in the moisture with a gentle, fragrance-free lotion. Let me tell you about Gloria, a 75-year-old grandmother from Ohio who loved her nightly ritual of soaking in a hot tub. She'd do it almost every evening, sometimes reading a book or listening to soft music, letting the steam and warmth melt away her aches. Over time, though, she noticed her skin felt more and more uncomfortable, dry, sometimes even cracked around her elbows and knees. Gloria assumed it was just her age until her doctor gently explained how hot water was robbing her skin of its natural moisture. A little skeptical but willing to try, Gloria cut her baths down to 10 minutes, switched to warm water, and started using a simple moisturizer right after bathing. Within weeks, she noticed the difference. Her skin was softer, less itchy, and even the little patches of dryness faded away. "It felt like I had discovered a secret I wish I'd known sooner," she told me, laughing. You see, self-care is rarely about grand gestures. It's about these small, thoughtful shifts in our routine. Tiny acts of kindness that add up to big changes in how we feel. If you've always loved a hot bath, there's nothing wrong with that. But maybe now is the perfect time to listen to what your skin is asking for. Lower the heat, shorten your bath, and treat your skin with the gentle care it deserves. Remember, comfort isn't just about luxury. It's about respecting your body's needs as they change over the years. Every time you choose warm water over hot, every minute you save in the shower, you're giving your skin a chance to thrive. You deserve to feel soft, soothed, and truly at ease in your skin every single day. So here's to honoring your body's wisdom and to finding fresh comfort in the routines you love, one gentle change at a time. Upgrade 5. Use soft, clean towels and change them often. There's something so comforting about wrapping yourself in a soft, warm towel after a shower or bath. For many of us, that moment feels like a gentle hug, a brief pause to care for ourselves before moving on with the day. But have you ever stopped to think about the towel you're using? It's something so familiar, so everyday, that we rarely consider how it affects our skin and overall comfort. If you've noticed your skin feeling a bit rough or itchy after drying off, or if you sometimes catch a faint musty smell on your towels, you might be experiencing a problem that's surprisingly common and surprisingly easy to fix. Many women, especially as they get older, overlook the importance of keeping towels clean, soft, and fresh. We tend to keep the same towels for weeks, or even longer, without changing them as often as we should. Sometimes, towels become rough and stiff from repeated washing or from mineral buildup in the water. Both of these issues can make your skin less comfortable and even irritate. Now, you might be wondering, is it a big deal to change towels regularly? After all, towels are meant to dry us off, not cause trouble, right? The truth is that towels can become a breeding ground for bacteria, fungi, and other microbes if they remain damp or are not washed often enough. When you use the same towel day after day without proper drying and washing, those microbes multiply and can transfer back to your skin, especially in delicate or sensitive areas. For mature skin, which tends to be thinner and more fragile, this can lead to redness, itchiness, or even infections. Softness also matters. A rough, scratchy towel may feel unpleasant on young, resilient skin, but on aging skin, it can cause small abrasions or exacerbate dryness. If your towel has lost its softness, it's probably due to detergent buildup or hard water deposits, and continuing to use it can make your skin feel uncomfortable every time you dry off. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 2 below to let me know that you are still here with me. So how can you keep your towels soft, clean, and kind to your skin? First, make it a habit to change your towels regularly, ideally every 2 or 3 uses. This doesn't mean you need a huge collection of towels. Just make sure each towel has time to dry completely between uses and is washed often enough to stay fresh. When you wash towels, use a gentle detergent without added fragrances or dyes that could irritate sensitive skin. Adding a cup of white vinegar to the rinse cycle occasionally helps remove detergent buildup and keeps towels soft. It's also a good idea to dry your towels completely between uses. Hang them spread out in a well-ventilated area rather than folded while damp. If you live in a humid climate, consider using a towel rack with good airflow or even a small dehumidifier in the bathroom to keep towels from staying damp too long. Let me share a story from one of our viewers, Linda, a vibrant 68-year-old from Colorado. Linda used to keep the same set of towels for weeks at a time, thinking it was no big deal. Over time, she noticed her skin feeling itchy and sometimes blotchy after showers, which was frustrating. After learning about the importance of towel hygiene, she started changing towels more often and washing them with a mild detergent and vinegar rinse. She also switched to fluffy, 100% cotton towels that felt soft and gentle on her skin. Within a few weeks, Linda noticed a huge improvement. Her skin felt calmer, more hydrated, and much less irritated. It's amazing how something as simple as a clean, soft towel can make such a difference, she told me. If you're concerned about budget or laundry time, don't worry. Small steps still count. Even changing towels once a week and choosing softer fabrics can bring noticeable comfort. And think of it as an act of kindness for your skin, just like changing your sheets regularly or washing your pillowcases. Your skin, especially as it grows more delicate, deserves that gentle care. Remember, self-care is about the little things that add up over time. Wrapping yourself in a clean, soft towel isn't just a routine. It's a comforting ritual that nourishes your skin and spirit. You deserve to feel that softness every day, to have your skin protected from irritation, and to enjoy those moments of calm after bathing. So why not take a look at your towel routine today? Consider how often you change your towels, what detergents you use, and how you dry them. Small changes can bring big rewards, a fresher, softer feeling that makes all the difference. You deserve to feel comfortable and cared for in every part of your day, from the moment you step out of the shower to when you settle into your favorite chair. After all, every day is a chance to treat yourself with the kindness and gentleness you've earned. And that starts with something as simple and as wonderfully comforting as a soft, clean towel. Upgrade 6. Invest in good sleep, soft bedding and breathable sleepwear. There's a special kind of comfort that comes with slipping into bed at the end of a long day. For many of us, bedtime isn't just about rest. It's a moment to relax, recharge, and reconnect with ourselves. But as we get older, sleep can become more elusive. Tossing and turning, waking up feeling stiff or overheated, or just not feeling refreshed in the morning. These struggles are all too common. While there are many reasons for restless nights, one important factor often gets overlooked: the bedding and sleepwear we choose. Have you ever thought about how the sheets you sleep on or the pajamas you wear affect your quality of sleep? Maybe you've noticed that some nights you wake up feeling clammy or overheated, or that your skin feels irritated or uncomfortable. You might even blame it on aging or other health issues. But what if something as simple as the fabric against your skin is playing a bigger role than you realize? As we age, our bodies become more sensitive to temperature changes. The ability to regulate body heat isn't quite the same as it used to be. This means that what once felt comfortable might now feel too warm or too scratchy, disrupting the deep, restorative sleep your body needs. The wrong bedding or sleepwear can trap heat and moisture, making you sweat more during the night or causing skin irritation, both of which can wake you up and prevent you from feeling rested. Scientific studies confirm that breathable fabrics like cotton or bamboo can make a significant difference in sleep quality. These natural fibers allow air to circulate through your body, wick away moisture, and help keep your skin dry and comfortable. On the other hand, synthetic fabrics like polyester or nylon tend to trap heat and moisture, creating an environment that's less than ideal for restful sleep. Choosing soft, breathable bedding and sleepwear isn't just about comfort. It's about supporting your health and well-being. Soft sheets reduce friction and irritation on your skin, which is especially important as skin becomes thinner and more delicate with age. Comfortable sleepwear that fits well and breathes keeps your body temperature regulated, helping to prevent night sweats and overheating. Together, these choices create a sleep environment that invites relaxation and deep rest. You don't need to overhaul your entire bedroom overnight. Start small. Maybe invest in a set of soft, 100% cotton sheets or a breathable cotton nightgown or pajama set. Notice how these changes affect your comfort as you settle in for sleep. Many women find that just switching to natural fabrics helps them fall asleep faster and stay asleep longer. I want to share a story about Carol, a 70-year-old retired teacher from Texas. Carol had struggled with night sweats and tossing all night, waking up tired and frustrated. She thought it was just part of getting older, and tried everything from changing her room temperature to using fans. It wasn't until she tried switching to lightweight cotton pajamas and soft, breathable sheets that she noticed a real change. She told me, "For the first time in years, I slept through the night without waking up drenched. It was like my bed finally felt like a cool, gentle hug." That simple upgrade transformed Carol's nights and her days. Remember, quality sleep is one of the best gifts you can give yourself. It improves your mood, sharpens your mind, supports your immune system, and helps keep your body strong and balanced. By investing in soft bedding and breathable sleepwear, you're creating a sanctuary for restful, healing sleep every night. So tonight, when you prepare for bed, think about the fabrics against your skin and the feel of your sheets. Are they helping you relax, or are they holding you back? Small changes in what you wear and what you sleep on can make a world of difference. You deserve nights filled with comfort, calm, and deep rest that rejuvenates your whole being. After all, sleep is more than just rest. It's a foundation for health, happiness, and vitality at every age. Treat yourself to the softness and breathability that your body craves. You'll wake up feeling not just refreshed but truly cared for from the inside out. Upgrade 7. Stay hydrated and moisturize your skin daily. As we move through our days, sometimes it's the simplest habits that make the biggest difference in how we feel, and nowhere is that more true than when it comes to caring for our skin. If you've noticed that your skin feels drier or less vibrant than it used to, you're not alone. Many women experience this as they age, and it can be frustrating to look in the mirror and see that familiar glow fade away. But here's some hopeful news. You have more control over how your skin looks and feels than you might think, and two of the most powerful tools are right within your reach: water and moisturizer. You may have heard it 100 times, but hydration truly is key. Drinking enough water every day isn't just good for your kidneys or digestion. It's essential for keeping your skin supple, soft, and resilient. Our bodies are made up mostly of water, and every cell depends on proper hydration to function well. When we don't drink enough, our skin can quickly show signs of distress: dryness, flakiness, and even fine lines that seem to deepen. Of course, aging changes the way our bodies hold on to moisture. As hormones shift and our skin's natural oils decrease, it becomes more prone to dryness. Drinking water helps from the inside out, but it's only one part of the story. That's where moisturizers come in, acting as a protective shield that locks in hydration and soothes the delicate skin, especially in places that tend to dry out fastest, like your hands, arms, and face. You might be thinking, but I've tried moisturizers before, and they don't seem to help much. The secret is in choosing the right products and using them consistently. Look for moisturizers that are specifically designed for mature skin. These usually have richer formulas with ingredients like hyaluronic acid, ceramides, and natural oils. They work to replenish the skin's barrier, helping it hold onto moisture longer and protecting it from harsh elements. It's also important to apply moisturizer at the right time, ideally right after bathing when your skin is still slightly damp. This helps seal in the water your skin absorbs, making the moisturizer far more effective. And don't forget those often neglected areas like your neck, chest, and hands. They need love too. Let me tell you about Joyce, a lively 74-year-old from Georgia. Joyce noticed that despite drinking water, her skin still felt dry and uncomfortable, especially in winter. After chatting with a skincare specialist, she switched to a moisturizer rich in ceramides and made it part of her daily routine, morning and night. She also started carrying a water bottle with her to remind herself to hydrate throughout the day. Within a few weeks, Joyce's skin felt softer and looked healthier, and she even said her makeup went on smoother. "It's like my skin finally caught up with all the water I was drinking," she laughed. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 3 below to let me know that you are still here with me. If drinking plain water feels a bit boring, try infusing it with slices of lemon, cucumber, or fresh mint. Herbal teas can also contribute to your hydration goals, as long as they're caffeine-free or low in caffeine. Keep a water bottle handy during the day and sip regularly, even if you don't feel thirsty. Sometimes, the signals from our bodies can be subtle or delayed, so a little reminder goes a long way. Pair your hydration with gentle skin care. Avoid harsh soaps or cleansers that strip moisture away, and be patient. Skin healing and hydration restoration take time. Consistency is key. This isn't about quick fixes. It's about building a loving routine that honors your skin's changing needs. Remember, the skin is your body's largest organ and your first line of defense. Taking good care of it doesn't just improve how you look, it supports your overall health and well-being. Every sip of water and every dab of moisturizer is a small but powerful act of kindness to yourself. So, today and every day, give your skin the nourishment it craves from both inside and out. Drink that glass of water, apply your favorite moisturizer, and know that these simple steps help you glow with health and confidence. You deserve to feel comfortable and radiant in your skin, at every age. After all, self-care is about honoring yourself with patience, gentleness, and love, one sip and one soft touch at a time. Upgrade 8. Take time daily to relax and show yourself some love. In the busy rhythm of daily life, it's easy to forget one important person, you. For many women over 60, years of caring for family, managing households, and juggling responsibilities have shaped a life of giving. But what about receiving? What about the simple, yet profound, act of showing yourself kindness and love every day? If you've ever felt like you're running on empty or that the demands of life leave little room for rest, you're not alone. And the good news is that taking even a small amount of time each day just for yourself can bring more peace, joy, and balance than you might expect. You might think, relaxation sounds nice, but I don't have the time, or I'm too busy caring for others to focus on myself. These are common feelings, and it's easy to believe that self-care is a luxury rather than a necessity. But what if that belief is exactly what holds you back from feeling your best? What if, instead of a selfish indulgence, taking time to relax and nurture yourself is one of the most important gifts you can give? Not just to yourself, but to those around you. As we grow older, our minds and bodies need gentle care to maintain balance and resilience. Stress and tension, if left unchecked, can affect sleep, digestion, mood, and even heart health. When you take moments to slow down, breathe deeply, and listen to your own needs, you activate your body's natural ability to heal and rejuvenate. Scientific research shows that regular relaxation practices, such as meditation, gentle stretching, or simply sitting quietly with a cup of tea, reduce stress hormones and boost feelings of well-being. The key is to find small, manageable ways to include these moments in your day. It doesn't have to be a long retreat or complicated ritual. Even 10 to 15 minutes of quiet time, a few deep breaths, or reading a favorite book can recharge your spirit. Maybe it's taking a leisurely walk in nature, journaling your thoughts, or enjoying a soothing playlist. The important part is the intention, giving yourself permission to pause and honor your own needs. I want to share a story about Mary, a 69-year-old retired nurse from Washington State. Mary used to fill her days caring for her grandchildren, volunteering, and staying active in her community. She loved every minute but felt increasingly tired and anxious. One day, her daughter encouraged her to try a simple daily practice, spending 10 minutes in the morning sitting quietly with a cup of herbal tea, just focusing on her breath. At first, Mary was skeptical, but she gave it a try. Within weeks, she noticed a shift, not just in how calm she felt, but in how she approached her day with more patience and joy. That little bit of time for myself became my favorite part of the day, Mary said. It helped me love myself more, and that made me better at loving others too. Taking time to relax and show yourself love is a form of self-respect. It acknowledges that you are worthy of care and kindness, just like anyone else. It teaches your mind and body that rest is not a weakness but a vital part of a healthy, happy life. And it builds resilience, helping you navigate the challenges of aging with grace and strength. If you're wondering how to begin, start small. Set a gentle reminder on your phone or place a note where you'll see it, a prompt to take a breath, smile, or stretch. Experiment with different activities and notice which ones make you feel nurtured. There's no right or wrong way, only what feels good and authentic to you. Remember, you are your lifelong companion, and nurturing that relationship is one of the greatest gifts you can offer yourself. The moments you spend in kindness and care plant seeds of peace that grow throughout your day, improving your mood, your health, and your connection to the world around you. So today, take a deep breath and permit yourself to pause. Show yourself the love and attention you so freely give to others, because you deserve it. Every day is an opportunity to cultivate calm, joy, and self-compassion. And with each small act of relaxation, you're honoring the incredible woman you've always been, and continue to be. After all, self-love isn't just a phrase. It's a practice, a journey, and a beautiful way to live fully and freely at every age. As we've journeyed through these simple but powerful self-care upgrades, it's clear that true comfort and freshness don't come from complicated routines or expensive products. They come from the little choices we make every day. Choices that honor our bodies, respect our changing needs, and nurture our well-being. Whether it's choosing soft, breathable underwear, using gentle cleansers, keeping ourselves dry and fresh, modifying how we bathe, caring for our towels, investing in good sleep, staying hydrated, or simply taking time to relax and love ourselves, each step adds up to a life filled with more comfort, confidence, and joy. You've heard stories from women just like you, who discovered that by paying attention to these small details, their days became easier and their skin felt healthier. But beyond that, these changes are about reclaiming a sense of control and kindness toward ourselves. It's about knowing that at every age, we deserve to feel good in our skin, to rest well, and to celebrate the beautiful journey we're on. Remember, it's never too late to start. You don't have to do everything at once. Pick one upgrade that speaks to you today, try it, and see how it makes you feel. As you build these habits, you'll find a rhythm that works for your life and your body. Thank you for taking this time to care for yourself with me. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe so more women can discover these gentle, effective ways to feel their best. Here's to your health, your comfort, and your happiness, today and every day.